Is your brain more cluttered than your girlfriend's desktop? Are you worried you'll forget about all the things you want to worry about? Well, don't worry, because not only do I know the perfect app for you, I'm inside that app right now. Hey, come on, you gotta take me to dinner first before you embed me. I'm also worried they'll release a new season of My Name is Earl. Oh, hi there. My name is Sam Tucker, and today we're having a look at the Notion app, the best note-taking and brain unloading app since this pencil. But what makes it so good? Well, today I'm going to show you the one very special super-powered note that I created with it that convinced me to switch over my entire digital brain to it. And my brain needs the help because, as you know, YouTubers have it the hardest out of everyone because they have to be writers, filmers, editors, marketers, email reply toers. And it's not easy, especially when you're your own boss and you let your employee eat sandwiches instead of doing his work because he's a little tired. Anyway, when Notion reached out about this video, I fully expected to play around with the software, but ultimately find it a little too cumbersome and a pain in the butt to use in my real life. But turns out that this really popular software is actually really useful. It's kind of like when you avoided watching Breaking Bad because it couldn't possibly be that good. But by the time you see Malcolm's dad stripped to his undies, you see the error of your ways.
You're goddamn right.
All right, if you'll excuse me, I'm getting a little sweaty because Notion, it makes me real hot. So Notion can of course do the basics of any note-taking app. It can do the text, it can do images, it can do videos, all the stuff. And you can even share these lists and ideas with other people. Like, ooh, hello, I've just got one from the KITI who's sent me some tasks to do, such as buy chicken, give me chicken, where's the chicken? All right, bud, I'll get to it, but first I need to tell the people about a very special note that has a very special place on my SSD that tells me some lovely things. Let's have a look at that one note I was talking about. Okay, so I used to keep track of my schedule in a big spreadsheet in numbers. I liked it this way instead of the calendar app because you get the satisfaction of crossing things off the list, just like a real sheet of paper. But it was better than a sheet of paper because I could type smaller than I could write, so I could fit things in and I could edit it and move things around, except the downside was it was a little bit of a pain in the ass to move things around. And this is where Notion came in to kick that ass because of how customizable it is. Okay, so what I did in Notion is I started off with one of their to-do list templates, and then I just changed the view to calendar. I made sure Sunday was the first day of the week, just to annoy my girlfriend and all you other Europeans out there. Sunday number 1. Then told Notion to display whether a task has been completed or not, and bam, there it is. I've gotten sweaty all over again. Oh, it's hot stuff. A prettier version of my spreadsheet, but it's more useful because it's so easy to just move things around now. I can even add little emojis and comments to the events if I wanted to. And if I didn't get around to doing something important, well, I can just change its status to shut up about it. Oh, beautiful. And the best thing is not only is Notion good for keeping me and my boss happy, but it's also good for if I ever expand this funky time production beyond just me and my cat, because it's built to work in teams. Like a while ago, I actually hired this editor to help me chop some videos, and one of the most tricky things I found was finding a way to get what was in my brain into their brain so that they knew how to chop the videos the way that I wanted them to. And because I didn't have Notion at the time, what ended up happening is I spent about as much time stressing and chatting with them on the phone than I would have spent just editing the whole thing myself. But now I see that Notion would be awesome for that because one, I could just design like an awesome guide on how to edit a SAMTIME video the SAMTIME way. I could even post an early version of the script so that they could get video assets ready. I could even use it to track the progress of videos and leave comments and stuff and all this wonderful thing so I wouldn't have to talk to them all the time. I could just leave them with all the resources so that I could be more productive with my time that I'm saving and play Minecraft. And that is why Notion is just one of my favorite brain declogging and organizing apps out there. Sign up yourself for a free account. Link is in the description. An awesome bonus thing is that Notion even cares about the things that I care about that not everyone seems to care about. Like how your notes are encrypted end to end, so they're for your eyes only. I'm a bit paranoid about that, so that's good. You can export all of your data at any time because it's your data. You own it. Why shouldn't you? And this is one that I don't know if everyone would use, but I love how their web app even works on my super secure EOS device, because yes, they have the iOS and Android apps, which are fantastic, but you know, sometimes you need to access the web app, and I'm happy that it seems to be just as fully featured. Booyah! So again, create a free account today, link in the description. And now, if you'll excuse me, instead of my computer pouring information into my brain, I'm gonna pour my brain into my computer. Oh, actually, I needed that bit. Back in there. There we are. Funk it down. Getting a little sweaty when I talk about Notion. It's pretty hot. I can even add little emojis to the events or comments if I wanted to. Okay. Just drying my tits here. Just give me a minute while I dry my tits. I can even track my boobs in my pockets.